That's why reading books moves civilization because like when I said like I read 3,000 books, people were like, yeah, right, but everything in life is about the environment it was grown in, the petri dish, right? So if I told you that from the time I was 8 to the time I was 12, I never celebrated any birthdays. I never went to a birthday party. I never had a Thanksgiving or Christmas. I never trick-or-treated. I wasn't allowed to watch movies, and I wasn't allowed to watch TV. All I could do was read. If I told you that, then you would understand that for 8 hours a day, I got 8 hours and I can read, and I love to read. And so I'm reading books that are 250, 200 pages, and it takes me about an hour to read one. So yeah,
takes you an hour to read
I'm reading
150 pages?
8 a day. Yeah, like all I'm doing is reading because that's what. So I'm checking out 20 books. The limit at the library is 20 books at one time. So I'm going Monday, Wednesday, and Friday just because this is my thing. Like,
So you're getting 60 books a week?
minimum because
Really?
yeah, because I'm reading more than that because I still have religious books that I have to read. So understand this is pre-internet first.
Right.
So understand that in reading one thing that I'm reading, right?
Right.
This one thing that I'm reading is also requiring me to have this appendix book that is the source book that it's telling me it's getting these things from. And so I've got 4 books open at a time just for this one book. Like,
Wow, 3,000 books. That's a little, I'm embarrassed because I have not read a fraction of that many books. That is Katt Williams with Joe Rogan. I'm glad to see Katt Williams on Joe Rogan. I think there was a little bit of drama. The Katt Williams was like, Joe Rogan would never have me on his platform. And Joe Rogan was like, my man, come on the platform. And then all Katt Williams fans were like, no, don't go on Joe Rogan. He's a racist. He's a misogynist. And then here we are, Katt Williams. It would be a bad business deal if Katt Williams turned down the Joe Rogan invite. Katt Williams is not a dumb man, okay? So I'm glad to see him on the platform. Katt Williams have a lot to say, and Joe Rogan have a large ass platform. And if you think you have something for the world to hear, why would you turn that down? It reminds me of something that Killer Mike actually said, I believe on The View, The View, where they were like, oh my God, I can't believe you're like talking to a Republican. Blech, ew. And Killer Mike was like, he's my governor or my mayor or something like that. Why would I turn down dinner with a king so I can speak for my people? Why would I do that? Like, he has power influence. Why would I not take a chance to like negotiate with that person? See, people of low intelligence allow their emotions to affect their or dictate their decisions. It's not the same thing in leading with your intuition. It's the same thing in leading with your emotion, and that's fucking immature. Anywho, I digress.
If there's a candidate that pops up around September, October that needs a push that's really and policy wise is good for us, going to jump up. But for right now, I just don't want to be involved in the soap opera because I'm much too concerned about what's going on in Atlanta on a hyper local level.
That's so important. You lost me a little bit with your support of Kemp, but let me tell you this.
Not support of
some of
Kemp.
his policies.
I mean, that's some misinformation. You cannot like me, but don't lie on me. I saw someone I really respect, a black woman who's a commentator.
So you don't support him, you like
said,
his policies.
Well, I support
some specific ones he named.
Beyond it, he's the governor of my state, so I have to be involved with him because I can't divorce myself. But let me say this. If you criticize someone, don't lie. I'm not going to not have dinner with the king on behalf of my people. I have to do that.
If you've made it this far, can you please like, comment, and subscribe? Please donate to my PayPal so I can get a new camera battery, and you can super thanks. If you super thanks, I will mention your comment in the next video. 3,000 books. I think Katt Williams is right. He says something about reading or knowledge moves nations. I think knowledge is power. I know that's cliche to say, but it is. That is why they're digitizing all the books and making bookstores and libraries obsolete, because they can go and edit all that information and create the knowledge they want you to know so they can create the future that they want and design the perspective and the perception that they want. So if you have any hardcover books, you better protect that stuff and save it like it's wine and you're trying to age it, because that shit is going to be valuable someday. I think that what he said, that your environment matters, like a petri dish or something like that, I think that's very true. It seems pretty hardcore not to allow your child to do birthdays and Christmas and stuff like that. Maybe he was a Jehovah's Witness, I'm not really sure. However, if his parents were the ones that influenced him to read, good job, parents, because I have a hard time sitting down and reading a book. And I think it's two things. I think it's because I wasn't actually encouraged as a child to read, but also I think people learn differently. I can listen to many audiobooks, and if the book is captivating enough, I can what do they call it? I can smash a book in a day if it's captivating enough. But I'm more of I listen and I learn. That's why I listen to a lot of speakers and documentaries and stuff like that, because I learn better that way. But however, I do think he's right. Knowledge is power. But if you grow up in an environment that's not even telling you to reach out and grab that knowledge, if you grow up in an environment that's not even telling you to be a critical thinker, to be curious, to be open-minded, to go outside your box, then it's hard for people to then want to do that, because there's no one influencing them to do that. Again, everybody's responsible, accountable for their own actions, especially when you're grown as adult. So if you want to stay dumbed down and stupid, that is really up to you. But it is hard to want to grow when no one else around you is growing. Birds of a feather flock together. So if you want to be a better person, don't hang out with dumbasses, okay? Or people are constantly victims, or people are constantly outraged and angry all the time, because that will influence you. So I'm glad Katt Williams is out here speaking on Joe Rogan. Check out the entire podcast. I like Katt Williams. I always think he has something smart to say. I'm not saying I agree with everything he has said or is going to say, but I like him. I like the dude. Anyway, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to get notifications when I do upload. All of that really does help with the algorithm, guys. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can donate. My PayPal and Cash App link is in the link down below. It really helps me out, guys, and you guys have an amazing, beautiful day. Bye.